Okay, hotter days, more droughts, and more wildfire risks. All of those climate conditions are expected in Texas over the next 12 years. This is according to a new study just released. Joining us this morning is Dr. Saravanan, head of Department of Atmospheric Sciences at Texas A&M University. Good morning, doctor. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Good morning.
We appreciate you coming on the show. Talk to us about Texas and how the state is starting to see more extreme weather like droughts and wildfires.
So every time we drive or turn on the AC or the heater, we use oil and gas. And oil and gas, when they burn, they release carbon dioxide. And the carbon dioxide accumulates in the atmosphere, and that traps the heat and leads to warming. And we're seeing effects of that in Texas. Over the past 50 years, Texas has warmed by almost 2 degrees, and it may warm by almost a degree in the next 10 to 15 years. And that can increase extreme weather like heat waves and increased rainfall.
Yeah, and it's not just, as you just mentioned, it's not just the heat that we're going to be seeing more of. You talk about rainfall. This could bring about more flooding.
Yes, indeed, because the actual amount of rainfall is only going to increase about 15%, but the extreme rainfall could increase by 50% because as there's more moisture in the air, the variability of rainfall increases and can lead to increased urban flooding, especially in Houston and Dallas areas.
Obviously, there are ways to prepare, but before we talk about preparation, what can we do now to change this course? Is there an opportunity to change this course?
We can't affect how much it's going to warm in the next 50 to 100 years, but in the next 10 years, the warming is pretty much set in, and we need to adapt for the next 10 years.
And with that, being cognizant of how we live our lives is, I suspect, instrumental.
Yes, switching to renewable energy resources, which Texas is already doing. We are more into wind and solar more than ever before, and getting more energy efficient housing and better cars. That will help in the long run.
Dr. Saravanan, thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you.